Fresh start here. Anyway. What's up, guys? Thank you for watching. We're gonna go exploring, I suppose. Here is the recorder's office. Sign. Employees only here. No smoking in the boys' room.
Hi, can I help you?
Oh no. I'm just looking around. Oh. Have you seen any of the county commissioners by chance?
They should be in their office over there.
Yeah, they should be because we elected them to be in their office, but they're never there when I stop in. So I'm wondering is there like a coffee room, or do you guys have like a swimming pool or somewhere where they would all congregate,
No,
like on a break?
the commissioner's office, if it's open, they should be there.
Okay, but they're not, so.
I don't know. I can't help you then. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you very much. I don't see any cameras in here, which is interesting.
All right, I'll gotta run down there. Right?
Mr. Reardon,
Hey, bud.
how are you?
Bad.
Back at it.
Yep. Stop going up, bud.
Doesn't look like today's a holiday. Suppose we could go to the next meeting. Excuse the shaky.
Hey, did you get what you needed the other day?
No, still being kept out by the threat of force.
By the who?
The threat of force.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, the sheriff's department
Hang in
guys.
there.
Oh, that's the chief record keeper. Office of Community Economic Development. Look, I found a chair. Anyway. Perfect. Anyway, what's up there? Chat pleb, Lady D, Miss Zaga. How was everybody? Tex. Geographic info systems. Not bad. Had a phone call cut out. Anyway. Yeah, so y'all can just quit arguing about the whole Social Security check bullshit. I work at a marina here in town. There's 7 lakes. Anyway, I work at a marina at one of the local lakes. It's, in the wintertime when the lake's frozen, have a lot more free time. Kill that Social Security shit. At $1,000 for anyone that has proof. Just because motherfuckers tired of these dumbasses spending their tax dollars on this nonsense and these unqualified people. Doesn't mean that I live at home in mom's basement. Anyway. Those are the ones that are going to make it happen. The ones that are like, oh my God, he's in the hallway recording. I walked by him. It'll be those ones complaining over this trivial shit that'll get them to deal with this. Public computer, huh? Inquire upstairs at the recorder's office.
help you, sir?
Oh, no, thank you. What's up there, Froggy? We're doing a bit of a First Amendment audit at the County Annex Building, 555 Michigan Avenue. Houses such offices as the LaPorte County Commissioner's Office, the Drainage Board, the Auditor, the Recorder, the Surveyor, several different elected positions. It's a very patriotic office. So we have our forefathers and more American flag memorabilia. Oh, more house plants. Governmental employees bothered by a camera, even though there's seemingly two facing each other right there. We're just trying to go into that big, beautiful building. Look at some campaign contribution records. Oh. There we go. There's your freedom. Hiding behind some paperwork. Swear.
Hello.
Hello.
What can I do for you today?
Oh, I don't need any help.
Sorry?
I don't need any help.
Okay. So you're just here?
Yeah, I'm just looking around.
Okay. If someone calls security, we've got a gentleman that just is looking around. Doesn't actually need any business.
Okay.
That's kind of unusual.
Very unusual. Doesn't need a governmental help, so.
Well, yeah.
What do you do here?
This
What
is
kind
the
of help you
assessor's
offering?
office.
Oh, okay.
We assess property values.
I don't need a property value assessed, so that's why I said no thank you.
Okay, but you're here. That's
Yeah,
just...
I'm waiting on something
Oh, okay.
upstairs.
You just wait for someone?
Yeah, I'm just looking around
Okay.
while I wait.
Not a problem.
I don't need any assistance from security or anything.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
When someone comes in and says they don't need anything, they just would be here. It's unusual, but
Why is that unusual?
most people don't wander in filming and...
Oh, okay.
So, if you'd like, there are chairs. Definitely feel free to use those, okay?
Oh, I was sitting down earlier. I'm
Okay.
just kind of stretching my legs now.
I figured.
Thank you very
If
much.
need anything, let us know.
All right, I will do so. Can I get your name, please?
My name's Steve.
Steve? All right. Thank you for your assistance, Steve. Steve is lively. What's up there, Mr. King?
Chris? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know. No. I can't. You can do that right here. You can tell him that, but we can't enforce the law of not having a camera or phone over here.
Holy crap, Mr. King knows.
We should have the option for everybody.
Yeah, you
That
might.
was on my records.
Right, I understand that, but
I believe you do. It's called you can work in the private sector.
Okay, well, please don't videotape me.
Oh, that's probably going to be a problem.
Is that his office?
Anyway, we're going to get a little further out of there. Anyway, Mr. King, thank you very much for
What's that?
explaining to these fine public employees that you can't, criminalize filming in public. I was kind of quite surprised that you knew that.
you just know you can't do it over there.
Do you fail to see that these offices are almost exactly the same? All right. Anyway. I guess we'll go back up here and see if the commissioners are here yet. Mr. Heave, do you have a moment?
Actually, I don't, Chris, but maybe I can help you out?
Yeah, I'll make it as quick as possible. So I can't take these electronic devices in per a court order that's supposed to be enforced by the sheriff's department. I'd like to know how to appeal that.
I think we spoke about this
It
once
seems like
before. and I
a
said
prior
that,
restraint against my First Amendment.
Well,
I'd like to go in here and inspect some documents that one of my elected officials is responsible for, and I'd like to disseminate that to the public as a citizen journalist.
Chris, you and I spoke about this before. You were told that there's a policy and there's a valid court order, and that if you don't like it, then you were told your remedies and how you need to resolve that.
Right. Now, so what I'm trying to figure out is how do I avoid suing the county sheriff's department?
Chris,
Because that's the only option you guys are really
I'm not going to sit here and
leaving me.
debate you with this.
I'm not trying to debate you.
You were given the options of what you needed to do, and that's what you need to do.
So you need me to sue you to follow the law?
If that's what you feel you need to do, then yes.
That's what I'm hearing you guys tell me. There's no
Yeah.
further administrative remedy for me to exhaust, and it's a clearly established right that you got a prior restraint against.
So.
Threat of use of force, I mean, pretty clear cut. Anyway,
Again,
so is
again,
Shaw
Chris-
your guys' official counsel as well?
Yep.
Okay.
He represents the county.
And so I can't get video footage now either, right? Even though Sheriff Boyd approved me at first, within 5 minutes, once Shaw got in there, he denied it. So you guys need me to...
address that with Shaw Freeman.
All right, no, I'm asking you if you have a process. 30 days is too much. Would you like me to come in there every 5 days and request 5 days? Every 10 days, request 10 days? Come in there every day and request 24 hours?
We've already filed a request. We've acknowledged it in the process.
For 30 days.
Shaw
Yeah,
Freeman, so.
your counsel's telling me I can't get 30 days at once.
Thank you, Chris.
so-
You know the procedure.
I do.
Yep.
All right. I'll mail you my response. Well... Oh, not this again. Yeah, so as you can see, same nonsense. I was just really trying to establish that it's a useless effort to try to talk to these people in person. This pretty much shows that I'm restricted to phone calls and emails, which pretty much, is a one-sided information stream if they delete it. You know what I mean? Video doesn't lie. I would like to speak to my representatives in person. As you can see, that's not possible. I can come back tomorrow, they won't be here then, or the next day, so, you know what I mean? Standard pass the buck. As you can see, one of the other times we were here, when I was here with Noman and Swine Repellent, they're referring us to this Larry Lewandowski guy. He's the maintenance man. And as you can see, he was there today. Nobody referred anything to him because he wouldn't have been able to pass the buck like that. Anyway, so they need it on paper. They need it to be a lawsuit in order to address it. So, as we all know, I don't have an issue with that. So, the county will get their paperwork. Mr. Friedman can argue himself in circles in an actual courtroom. But I intend to challenge this because if you watch my channel, seen the several different calls that I made to entities, trying to figure out who is responsible for the clerk's office. It would seem that only the citizen is responsible for the clerk's office. And if I can't go in here and exercise some sort of, oversight as an accountability and transparency activist, is anybody really keeping track of the clerk's office? Because it would seem that nobody's keeping track of these documents that this public official is responsible for. Namely, political campaign contributions. There's a big binder of political campaign contributions for every election. Who, donates to whose campaign. They disclose a good bit of this. No First Amendment right to go in here and disclose this to the public. Even though it's a public record, which is essentially what, open source intelligence, functions off of. It's interesting stuff. But then you have her attorney, who, the county clerk's supposed attorney representing the sheriff's department, representing all these different entities who are supposed to be independent of each other. However, when you try to hold them accountable as a citizen, they all defer to the same county attorney. You know what I mean? These multiple agencies that are supposed to be independent of each other, some and even checks and balance kind of procedure for the rest, are all being advised by the same county council. And that's how we end up in these predicaments, these messy misunderstandings of, the Access to Public Records Act, because you got one guy who's wrong advising, 3, 4, 5 different entities for the county. So then it gets everybody doing it wrong because nobody's doing their own research. It's like me telling you something and you all just take it and listen to me. You know what I mean? Even if I was an attorney, I would expect you to research what I'm telling you is legal and lawful because you're an elected official. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up. I got some other stuff to do. Probably make another video here shortly when I get to my next destination. I appreciate if you stay on standby for a couple minutes until we get there, but if you got something else to do, by all means. Anyway, I'll be back at it here shortly, so stay tuned.